No one expected that a sudden statement from Calvin Klein mentioning the name of BTS's Jungkook would shake the international entertainment and fashion industry. What exactly did the global brand reveal that triggered a swift response from Hybe? Why did this reaction come so quickly and firmly? These questions now echo among fans and industry observers, leaving a growing space for speculation over time. Within hours after the statement was published through Calvin Klein's official channels, global media began discussing it nonstop. Although not all details were disclosed explicitly, one thing was clear: Jungkook's name was mentioned in an unusual context, inviting various interpretations. Many began to assess that this statement carried certain signals regarding the working relationship between Jungkook and the brand, or even about the direction of his career beyond music. Calvin Klein is known to rarely issue comments targeting individuals directly, let alone a star as big as Jungkook. The statement released this time used strong diction, leaving the impression that there was something bigger behind it. Unsurprisingly, within minutes, the official post had been flooded with thousands of comments from fans and the public demanding further clarification. Fashion industry sources noted that the language used by Calvin Klein in the statement contained an unusual tone of assertion. While international brands often celebrate the successes of their collaborators, the writing style chosen this time instead gave the impression that they wanted to emphasize their position in a situation not yet fully revealed. Some analysts even saw this move as a strategy to control the public narrative regarding their business relationship with Jungkook. Hybe's reaction to this came not long after. Although they did not provide details, the response given was enough to indicate that the issue was taken seriously. According to Korean entertainment industry observers, the speed of the reaction indicated that this touched on sensitive aspects in the relationship between the artist and the brand. This has led to speculation that Hybe is not only working to protect Jungkook's image as an artist, but also the stability of the business relationship that has been built over time. From the public side, speculation has grown in various directions. Some suspect that the statement signals the extension or even the end of the collaboration between Calvin Klein and Jungkook. Others believe this is part of a deliberately designed marketing campaign strategy to draw global attention. However, there are also those who believe that there is an undisclosed behind-the-scenes issue, prompting both parties to take such rapid and measured communication steps. Jungkook himself, although not giving a direct comment, remains the focal point of this discussion. His worldwide popularity makes him a valuable asset for any brand, so every move, word, or even his silence can become a topic of conversation that affects the market. When a brand as large as Calvin Klein associates his name in a public statement, the impact extends not only to the entertainment industry but also to the business and investment sectors. The background of Jungkook's collaboration with Calvin Klein has so far been known as a major success. Campaigns involving him have always achieved extraordinary results, both in terms of sales and media exposure. The collaboration was even considered to have brought a new dimension to the brand's image, combining global aesthetics with Jungkook's unique appeal. Therefore, the statement released this time becomes even more interesting to examine, as it differs from the positive tone they usually deliver. International fashion media have begun analyzing every word in the statement, trying to find hidden meanings or messages being conveyed. Some analysts have even called it a transition statement, a form of communication usually used when a collaboration is in the process of renegotiation or a change of direction. If this assumption is correct, the public may soon hear a follow-up announcement that could change the course of the two parties' business relationship. On the other hand, Calvin Klein's move has also sparked discussions about how global brands handle relationships with K-pop celebrities. In recent years, collaborations between international brands and South Korean artists have become a global phenomenon that benefits both parties. However, cases like this show that the relationships are not always smooth and sometimes involve complex dynamics behind the scenes. Sources close to the entertainment industry say Hybe is currently monitoring the development of the situation very carefully. They are believed to be coordinating internally to ensure that the next communication steps align with the artist's interests and the public image that has been built. Given Jungkook's immense influence, every statement or action must be carefully considered to avoid interpretations that could be detrimental. Meanwhile, the public continues to await further developments. Speculation is heating up on social media. with fans sharing screenshots, text excerpts, and personal analyses regarding the meaning behind Calvin Klein's statement. While some analyses are subjective, this trend proves how much global attention is focused on every detail related to Jungkook. Several observers believe that this phenomenon is concrete proof of Jungkook's power of influence on a global scale. Not many public figures can trigger an instant reaction from a major brand of Calvin Klein's caliber, and not many can turn a brief statement into a global conversation topic within hours. This case, with all its mystery, is an example of how the worlds of entertainment, business, and fashion can influence each other on a massive scale. Whatever happens next, it is clear that this situation has once again placed Jungkook at the center of international attention. With the reputation and appeal he holds, every step he takes, whether on the music stage or in the fashion world, will always be carefully calculated by the public and industry players. The question now is, will this Calvin Klein statement open a new chapter in their relationship with Jungkook, or will it be an unexpected turning point? The answer remains to be seen, and the world is watching with full anticipation. After a wave of speculation and widespread discussion, it can now be confirmed that the news about Calvin Klein's shocking statement regarding BTS's Jungkook is not true. The information circulating in recent times is merely the result of a distortion of context discussed online, later exaggerated to resemble official news. More credible sources have emphasized that there has been no public statement from Calvin Klein directly addressing or containing a sensitive tone toward Jungkook as widely reported. An analysis of the spread of this issue shows that the narrative first emerged from a one-sided interpretation of Calvin Klein's latest promotional material. This material, which was supposed to be part of a regular global campaign, was instead read as a signal of changes in the working relationship. This misinterpretation was amplified by the way it spread on social media, which tended to highlight certain parts of the promotional text while removing its full context. As a result, a misleading picture was created that triggered uproar. Sources within the fashion industry have confirmed that the professional relationship between Jungkook and Calvin Klein remains normal, with no conflict or special announcement indicating drastic changes. All ongoing commercial collaborations are reportedly on track according to contract, and there are no urgent or crisis-like discussions taking place. This information debunks all initial assumptions, suggesting hidden tension behind the collaboration. Such phenomena once again highlight how quickly unverified information can spread and shape public perception. In Jungkook's case, his immense magnetism in the global entertainment world makes him an easy target for speculative narratives. Any fragment of information containing even a hint of mystery will easily attract attention, spark wild interpretations, and ignite debate across platforms. Observations of Hybe's reaction in this situation reveal a different explanation from the initial assumption. Their swift response was not an acknowledgement of a problem, but a preventive step to ensure no misleading news developed unchecked. In the entertainment industry, artist management often moves quickly to calm markets, protect reputations, and prevent misinformation. Unfortunately, this quick action was interpreted by some as proof of a major issue, further strengthening misunderstandings. It is important to note that to this day, there has not been a single official statement confirming the narrative that Calvin Klein issued a sensitive or negative comment toward Jungkook. All of the brand's official publications during this period have remained consistent in showing support for the artist, including maintaining his image as an influential global ambassador. This fact confirms that the core of the news circulating was merely the result of incorrect framing. This case offers an important lesson about the dynamics between media, brands, and public figures. In the digital era, the speed of information dissemination often outpaces the verification process, creating space for distortion and sensationalism. Jungkook, with his massive fan base, is a clear example of how a rumor can evolve into pseudo-fact within hours. Yet, upon closer investigation, the information proves to be fragile and lacking in solid foundation. It should also be remembered that the entertainment and fashion industries have fast-moving news cycles. A statement or promotional material can easily be read differently depending on who interprets it and how it is framed when shared. In this case, many may not have intended to mislead, but still contributed to spreading information inconsistent with reality. For fans and the general public, The wisest step is to wait for direct clarification from the parties involved before drawing conclusions. This case proves that even when an issue sounds convincing, it does not guarantee its truth, especially when the information is sourced only from fragments of content removed from its original context. Thus, it can be concluded that the issue regarding Calvin Klein's shocking statement toward Jungkook and Hybe's swift reaction is the result of misinterpretation and the magnification of a narrative by third parties. There is no valid evidence to support the claim that their relationship is in crisis or undergoing sudden changes. The professional relationship between Calvin Klein and Jungkook remains stable, with all promotional and collaborative activities proceeding as planned. Amid the strong current of information, this event serves as a stark reminder that every piece of news triggering public uproar must be thoroughly examined before being believed. For public figures like Jungkook, maintaining integrity and image is a priority, making it important for all parties to understand that not all dramatic-sounding reports reflect reality. In the end, the truth remains the truth, and what is false must be corrected, just like this news, which has now been proven to be inconsistent with the facts.